Dave, why don't you tell the listeners about what science is indicating about the beneficial effect of those drugs over, the over-the-counter medications and how much those things cost?
I'd be glad to. Frank, you brought up 1999 as the date that these drugs hit the market. They were January of 1999 and May of 1999. Celebrex and Vioxx, respectively, were placed on the market to treat osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Prior to the introduction of these, what they call COX-2 inhibitors, we had aspirin, Advil, Tylenol, and Aleve, basically naproxen. Those were all non-prescription, very inexpensive treatments for arthritis. The problem was that they can also cause some GI irritation, some gastrointestinal irritation, ulcers of the stomach and the esophagus. That happens in a percentage of people that take what we call non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. But they also cost about $0.25 a day to take, or less. Vioxx and Celebrex cost about $3 to $4 a day. And so they're converting people from a non-prescription, inexpensive manner of treating their ailment to a rather expensive prescription form. Now, this is a great example of how a fast-track drug, which both of these were, can cause, one, increase in the cost of your medical care, and two, how they don't turn up the adverse effects until after the product is on the market. After Vioxx and Celebrex had been on the market, they both sought some label changes that the FDA said, well, you need to show us how these are less toxic on the gut, on the GI system. And in doing that, they conducted 2 clinical trials only to look at the gastrointestinal effects. What happens after that is that the FDA Advisory Committee on Arthritis Drugs looks and says there were an abnormal number of cardiovascular events and deaths, and bring to the attention of the companies that your drugs may have a detrimental effect on the people you're really advertising and prescribing them to, or having them prescribed to. To this date, neither drug company has done a long-term clinical study to assess the cardiovascular risks of these drugs. They simply turned a blind eye to it.